Chapter 2. Our home was empty. There were no cats except the ones I'd been hiding with, and no dogs either. I went over to the hollow in the dirt where I had snuggled with my brothers and sisters and had sucked milk from my mother. It still smelled like my family, but they were gone. A miserable, lonely feeling rose up inside me as I sniffed the dirt. I could not hold back a whimper. Mother Cat and the kittens made their way to the small, crumpled piece of cloth that I thought of as their home. Frantic, I hurried over to Mother Cat and nudged her with my nose. Where was my dog, Mother? Where was my family? What had happened? Mother Cat sniffed me all over. She licked my face. Then she lay down. The kittens burrowed into her side. Mother Cat gazed at me, and I felt her concern. She wanted to take care of me, and I needed to be taken care of. I needed a mother, and now it seemed that mother was Mother Cat. I nestled in next to my kitten friends. Mother Cat's milk tasted strange, but it was what I needed. I nursed and felt a little better. Then we all lay together on the square of cloth, Mother Cat and her kittens and me. After a while, something moved in the light from the hole. I lifted my head. Mother Cat did too. I saw a person, a young male person, a boy peering into our home, squinting. Kitty, kitty. Mother Cat sniffed the air and climbed to her feet. She left me and the kittens on our piece of cloth. We squirmed a little closer together for warmth and comfort. Oh, wow. Are you the only one left? Asked the boy. I don't know what happened. Did somebody take all the other cats while I was at school? The boy crawled into the hole. He was different from the people who'd been here before. He didn't shout and grab. He didn't bring blazing lights. Still, I was wary. This boy could be dangerous. But even though I was frightened of him, I felt an urge to get up and trot over to him. It was strange, but part of me wanted to be close to a human. This human. They left your bowls, though, here. Something rattled against metal, and Mother Cat gave a soft meow of approval. A delicious smell, a food smell, wafted toward me. Listen, you can't stay here, the boy said. They're going to tear down this house, and they're going to do it soon. You'll have to go somewhere safe. I'll figure out what to do. I'm good at figuring stuff out. But you can't stay here much longer, okay? The boy crawled back out of the hole, and Mother Cat hurried over to stick her head into the bowl that he had filled with food. After a while, I could not resist. I got up, leaving my kitten friends behind, and went to join her. Mother Cat did not push me away as my own mother used to do. She let me put my head into the dish beside hers. Food. Moist, soft food. It was not milk, yet I wanted it in my mouth. It was strange and interesting and delightful and with amazing flavors. Then I moved on to the other bowl. It felt funny to lap at water instead of sucking in milk, but it also felt right. Once Mother Cat and I were done, we returned to our piece of cloth. I wondered if the boy would come again. I hoped so. The boy did come back. The very next day, he put more food and water in the bowls. Again, I waited with Mother Cat until the boy went away, and again I followed her and hungrily ate the interesting new food. The boy came every day. The kittens started coming to the bowls as well, tasting the new food and lapping at the water, just as I did. Then, once again, everything changed. Noise came from outside, a new kind of noise that I had never heard before. Crunching, grinding, growling. It sounded like something on the other side of the hole was very big and very angry. Mother Cat was lying on our square of cloth. The kittens had been playing pounce and jump away, But now was as the angry noises grew louder and louder and closer, we looked over at Mother Cat. She stood up, her head turning, her pointed ears alert. The hair along her spine began to lift and bristle. I knew what that meant. Danger was near. The kittens and I ran to be near Mother Cat, but being near did not make us feel safer. The noise was so loud that the very ground under our feet was starting to tremble, as if it were afraid too. Then the noise became unbearable. Crash! Above us, something huge had fallen. Our ceiling quaked. Dust rained down in a thick shower. One corner of our den cracked and broke. Light spilled in. Mother Cat yowled in anger and defiance, turning around and around, her tail lashing the air. But what could she fight? The kittens mewed in terror. I squatted and peed in the dirt, too scared to keep it in. But none of that made things better. Through the new hole in our den, I could see what was happening outside. The shapes and colors out there were unfamiliar to my eyes, but I saw something huge that moved across the ground, scraping and crunching at the earth. A growling noise came from deep inside it. That was the threat. I was sure of it. Then I saw a new shape, something small and quick. It darted in front of the big square object. Dimly, I could hear a sound made by this shape. Stop! Stop! There are still cats in there! It was the voice of the boy, the one who came with food and water. But food and water would not help now, and the boy could not fight something as huge as that angry, noisy shape. Neither could Mother Cat. But to my astonishment, the big, square, loud thing paused and hesitated, as if it were afraid of the boy in front of it. Another deeper voice yelled, Kid, get out of the way. There are cats in there. You can't knock it down. Stop, stop, the boy shouted. The big square thing stopped moving. It stopped growling too. But I was still terrified. Mother Cat's eyes were wide and her ears lay flat against her head. The kittens looked the same. What? What are you saying? Called a voice. There are cats living in there. I recognized the boy's voice, but I had no idea what his noises meant. No, kid, look, you got it wrong. There were some stray cats in there, sure, but we called some people. They got the cats out. Don't worry. And don't run in front of a bulldozer again. You crazy or something? With a snort, the low growl began again. I whimpered, panicked. No, they didn't get all of them. The boy's voice rose. He sounded panicked too. There are still cats under the porch. You can't knock the house down now. You'll kill them. The growling died away once more. After that, there was a lot more of the noises people make with their voices. But at least the growling and crashing did not come back, and the big angry thing did not come any closer. Mother Cat and the kittens and I huddled together on our piece of cloth, all trembling. Mother Cat recovered enough to give us all some licks with her scratchy, strong tongue. Maybe we were safe now, and maybe the boy would come inside with some food. Food was always good. But he did not come. Instead, what came inside was light, blazing light. 2 people were crawling into our home, carrying the light with them. It was happening again. Whatever had come to take away my brothers and sisters were coming for me. We all fled the light. I was vaguely aware of my Mother Cat diving into the crack in the wall where we had hidden before, while I ran to the new hole in the corner, climbing over dirt and chunks of broken stone. Here, kitty, one of the people said, crawling forward. Can you get that one, Audrey? Got her. Where's the mother? I had to get away. I burst out through the hole, landing on the grass. For the first time in my life, I was outside of the den.